Every Chennai lover knows Amethyst. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful old bungalow set in this lovely lush green garden. We have a little cafe around here. So while the people chill out over their coffee in the cafe, they can also go shop in a little boutique inside Amethyst, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So go inside Amethyst. It's a very famous boutique designer shop in Chennai. We've got rooms and rooms full of very exquisite stuff, all designer wear. And Amethyst is also very famous for its exquisite jewelry, handcrafted shoes, and we're going to take a look at all of that. The clothes here are very precious, and they have lots of detailing on it, which also makes for the price of these garments. This fabric has been hand tucked, so there are lots of self fabric stripes on it. Another exquisite piece where there's lots of strips of embroidered fabric with kanta work, all stitched down together to give a very rough quilted sort of appearance. And inside this jacket, you see even more exquisite detailing. It's a lovely quilted jacket with some very nice printed silk inside. And all the sort of pieces that you see here and that I'll show you, they are all exquisite designer pieces, and you will see lots of detailing, lots of attention to different details. Look at that one, it's so beautiful. The inside print is a vegetable print silk with faces of people with polka dots, and that kurta jacket is very lovely with lots of little brocaded details there. More very exquisite, very lovely pieces. Before we dwell too much on these, let's keep going. We'll find lots of lovely pieces. Some very nice lightweight chamois silk kurtas with the print all over. The kind of customer that Amethyst caters to is a very high fashioned, very posh, rich lady, somewhere of the older category, who's got lots of money to spend. There are lots of lovely hand embroidered kurtas here, and these things are so fine I'm almost afraid to touch them. If you look closely, there's like almost the same color embroidery and sequins all over the front there. And these fabrics are lovely. They're very thin and they're very soft, and you can, by just the feel of them, you know they're real silk. Lots of beautiful printed silk kurtas here as well, very subtle. These are something that you could wear with a well-tailored classic pants. It's another kurta similar to the pants I showed you earlier, again with very fine pin tucks on it, all done by hand. Now just for the shocker, there is no price on it. That means it's that expensive, they don't even want to put it on the price tag. There's some very lovely purses out here, again very heavily embroidered. Those are the types you could put your mobile phones into, all locked away because that's expensive. Each of the rooms house a different designer and a different brand, and each brand is like literally better than the next. So here we have another designer, Tex Indus it's called. Lovely raw silk kurtas here, all plain and simple but very elegant. Something like this would go very well with an off-white bottom. Some very lovely pieces here. What I like about all these kurtas is that though it's very plain and simple, it looks very elegant, and just that little bit of embroidery around the neckline, around the front, and then a little bit of embroidery on the sleeves just make it look so much more special. And a kurta like that, themed with footwear like that, would just complete your outfit perfectly. Love the beautiful jewels on the footwear. Do not miss this piece of bag. So lovely. All these are hand stitched, just loops of fabric, and looks so unique and so cool. A beautiful metallic handbag. This is metallic leather. And again, just like the clothes, even the accessories have got so much detailing on it. All adds to the specialness of the item. You can see there are little ribbons going right through in a crisscross fabric. There's a lot of work that goes into all these items, which is probably why you would pay 3,590 for this bag. Another beautiful classic piece. Really like the little bit of red peeping out here on the front yoke, and just a bit of antique gold detailing there and on the hem. Again, very simple, very classic, and so while wearing it you look elegant, and you can't go wrong with something like this. Down the center here as well, we've got some lovely pieces. This is by Tarun Tailiani. He's a very, very famous designer in India. I'm sure most of you have heard about him. This is such a lovely color, and very, very bang on trend is the nude shade. All over the kurta there's like hand embroidery, even on the shoulders and the sleeves. And very cute kaftans. It's wonderful how they mix the print with a little bit of embroidery. Just makes it that much more special. It's a very precious georgette fabric, so it's transparent and very, very expensive and very posh. There's a skirt I've been eyeing. It's a lovely pleated skirt. It's quite a heavy material, so perfect for winter or on a colder day, with the leather belt going through. I especially like the print on it and the color combination of it. We've got more special things here by Tarun Tailiani. All sort of kurtas and tops along the same lines that we've seen. Just lovely prints and lovely exquisite little embroideries. There's another beautiful piece. It's got a little bit of the print that's reminiscent of the miniature paintings, miniature Rajasthani paintings. The fabrics are all so gorgeous. I mean, you have to feel it to really know it. We've got over here designer Payal Jain. Again, very heavily embroidered stuff. Look at the straps on this one. How sweet is that? So you can imagine that on your shoulder. Just a plain diamond strap on it. An embroidered little bust and embroidered completely on the bottom. Okay, 3 guesses for what the price is. Take a look at that. That's 24,990. It's a very lovely cape, just a throw, so there's no buttons or anything on it. So all you do is put it right over whatever you're wearing. So it could be just a plain white top and a black pair of trousers, and it just sits flapping on you. Take a look at this piece here. It's such a lovely piece. I mean, it's like a mix between a jacket and a blouse. You really don't need to have to wear anything under it, so I guess you could call it a blouse. But the detailing on it, the little folded collar, the shawl collar, that makes it almost jacket-like. Very lovely pattern, a very lovely cut. Look at the flare and the sweep of the top. They've dressed it very nicely with a neckline that's dressed with a piece of jewelry. This again is just a long string of beads, doubled up. So it looks like a 4-string necklace, and it makes it look that much more special. See, some more classic pieces here. But you couldn't call it a plain white, because if you look closer, there's a self pattern all over it. And all this is handwork, all of it. A very nice piece. This one is 7,850. Again, it looks like a plain black dress, but if you look closely, the black has been layered underneath with an off-white fabric, so it gives it a sort of texture. And it's got like polka dots all over it, some pleating happening there. Again with some applique work mounted on a lighter fabric, so it gives the dress a very lovely texture. And I like the fact that on top it's black dots on white, and here it's grey dots on black. And take a look at those pieces there. They again by Tarun Talyani. I think I showed you that earlier. But something like this, if you're wearing it, it makes you look like a Rajput princess or something. It's got the beautiful clutch bags, again on a classic black and white with some embroidery. It's such a beautiful design this is. And so is this one. The lapis lazuli stones and that centerpiece there, it makes it look very, very ethnic. But the suede and the shape of the bag, you could even carry this off with a western outfit. Just love this bag. Going to find out how much this one's worth. 9,090. Wow, I just wish I had that kind of money to spend it on a little clutch bag. But I just love this piece. One day I'm going to come back for this. We are entering the posh room now. This is where all the big names are housed. So big names means bigger budgets. So let's have a look around. Check this one out. Again, I love the fact that even the accessories are not spared. All of them have such detailed, beautiful embroidery work. These have got tiny little frills attached to it, all over in a fish scale sort of pattern. Makes it look so feminine, very fairy-like. There's a kurta with a similar sort of work as the bag I just showed you. It's got like little printed pieces. It's very hard to explain though. It's a lovely texture. It's a transparent base and there are strips of fabric with like raw frayed edges all stitched crisscross like that. It's always exciting to see the prices on all these garments. Yeah, that's the one you're looking at. Because the winning clutch bag is the one we saw in the other room with the blue stones on it. But check out something like this. How different is it? These look like the Ajanta Ellora cave paintings drawn on it, hand painted on it rather. And inside is a sweet little clutch bag. Just enough room for your mobile, maybe your wallet, maybe a case of lipstick. It's like a little box literally. And that's actually a purse. It's got lovely little stones on top, a beautiful brocade design on either side, and all this is solid metal. But just be careful though, you don't want things to fall out while opening it. Oh, let's look at the price again. 5,590. Just that much. I'm looking at that lovely outfit on the stand there. I like the way the jewelry has been matched up to the scarf. Look at the scarf. Each of that stone is a different piece. Blue, black. It just matches that whole scarf. Beautiful little scarf. And on the other side, we got even more different pieces there. And the dress is lovely as well. A little bit of embroidery going all the way around it in the front. It's a lovely shape. It's a very flattering shape. It's a shift shape, and it's got that little bit of a gathers there, so it gives your figure like a mermaid sort of shape. It's flattering. Look at the little portly bags. Again, this is very dressy, what you could wear for an evening, with an evening outfit. A little bit of mirror-work embroidery all over it, some beady tassels. Again, not the kind that you can slip over your shoulder, something that you can hold into your hand. Check out that belt. I have a thing for belts. When I see a beautiful belt, I get all excited. So, this is a beautiful piece. Very, very heavy. Guess what all this is? These are ancient coins from different places. So actually these are ancient coins from India itself. 1927, there's a coin from 1971, 36, lots of different coins, even ones with some holes in it. So that's what makes it a very jingly. But it's so nice to just have over your outfit like that. You can twinkle while wearing it. It's a beautiful piece of embroidery. Very elegant sandal right next to it. A little bit of crochet and lace details based on a gold metallic base. Nice elegant little bags. Again, the type that you can just hold on in your hand. Don't even try slipping that on your shoulder. Okay, now this room is Amethyst Crowning Glory. It's the jewelry room and it's got all sorts of ornaments in here. And we're going to start with some gold jewelry in that case there and then work our way around the room. So now this case has got some very different sort of gold pieces in here. It's all 18 carats to 22 carats. Very different from the kind that you'll see in Bima or any of the other gold jewelry stores in town. As you can see, they're mostly matte pieces. I love that bracelet. Beautiful work on it. Looks almost ancient Egyptian sort of look. Now we get to see some more interesting jewelry here. Some very huge statement pieces there. I love the fact that they're so colorful and chunky and there's so many strings of them. So if you're wearing a dress that's got a low neckline, you can really dress up your neck with a piece like that. This case is full of the very famous Amrapali jewelry from Jaipur. It's very, very famous. In fact, Hollywood stars have been dressing up in this, including people like Angelina Jolie. Pieces like that one, you would have seen similar ones in Bollywood movies like Devdas, Jodha Akbar.